Dear viewers, welcome back to Smart Racer. In the last video I show you how I replaced my old turbo with a brand new unit from BR Turbo. In this video we are continuing with how to correctly connect the vacuum hoses to every necessary part, ensuring you have zero air and oil leaks to get the best possible performance out of your smart car. Time is now to connect all the pipes to Wastegate Actuator, which is over here. On the top we have 3 lines and over here we have 2. On turbocharger we have 1 connection. Then we have cycle waste valve or solenoid for the turbo. And we have over here electric switching valve, which has also 3 connections. This one same, 3 connections. So now it's time to connect them one by one. I have here some extra pipes that I will use for it. So connection number 1 is going from turbocharger. Here is intercooler pipe and going to the first or top of this solenoid valve. Here is electrical connection and down you have 2 more. As this is aftermarket, I will place it after like this and maybe use some of these screws, or I will put the zip tie all over. How we're gonna secure all these lines is by using spring clamps. So you take the hose like this and you choose the size, which is same like outer diameter, and then you squeeze both of these and place it over the hose. Another pipe will be from the actuator to solenoid valve of turbo. So you place just like this. This is 4 millimeter inside. This is just for reference. Now I will add the clamps on each side. Next one will be from this. So this is a lower part of actuator to middle part of Westgate actuator. So middle one. And that one is connected. You see how it's going on the back. Now I will secure it. I will secure this solenoid valve and then we will continue with the rest. Okay, so next one to do will be from actuator to electric switching valve, which has on the top 2 parts, 2 connections. So we will take the first one and connect from here to here. So we have connection from the Westgate actuator to electric switching line, which is going on the back. You can see the diagram here. So one on the left is connected with the Westgate actuator. Now I will change this one because this is old one. I will put all same colors for each valve, so later on I can investigate much faster and find the issue. Next to connector of electric switching valve you have 1 line which is going on the first slot of Westgate actuator, so all the way to the left. So electric switching valve is connected from bottom point to first point on the Westgate actuator. Next one, last on the Westgate actuator, We'll connect it here and we will leave it for TIK pipe, which will come over here. Regarding final connection, TIK pipe, the small one that we place on the Wastegate actuator will go over here. Then you have one from the top breather that is going over here. And then the last one is going over here. Of course, TIK is going over here and on the airbox. So now it's time to put lower intercooler pipe. One is going over here and one is going on intercooler. As you can already see, it's quite busy over here and I need to pass it from here over there. So one part is going over here on intercooler and another on turbocharger. Okay, so we have it on turbocharger and you can see how tight is here with the ignition coil. And another side is going on intercooler. This one you can place from above. Just make sure that is completely passing over. And you have this like clip on the bottom, so you pull until that point. So first intercooler pipe is in place. You can see it over there. It was a little bit tight with this solenoid valve. Looking from above, just don't push it too much down, because then it will not seal properly. Now, next one is one that is going on throttle body. This one can be placed from above, so this corner is going down and this on throttle body. Okay, now we are placing second intercooler pipe, which first one is going down on intercooler, and then second one you push to throttle body. Just make sure that it's fully connected so you don't have issue later on with the leaks. Okay, so we have both intercooler pipes connected. You can see also from here. And now it's time to put some good quality product for the end of this build. Wastegate arm connected to TIK pipe. Here is TIK installed. Return valve, return line, one connected with little bent. I try everything, but this is best I will look for some like 90-degree angle and then I will change this one. Other than that, one connection here, one connection here. This is furthest I could come, and that's it. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check our link in description for all products used on this Smart Racer build and all other that you can find helpful. Until next time, drive safe and have a good time. Bye.